19. Ebra se yebetena se na yedi nkomo kese ye ho no mede de akwese ensia. Meka se Ghana Post aya de bia. Sana maka to se obo mo ba ye senchene bebre na esi wo Ghana Post. Se so betim de momone Kobi kwansusu a kontomre nyadoa Afri Ghana akoma odehye bi e wa America ana Europe man bia so. Odo ko ukwa aka anade was me number me ma ya WhatsApp am chita woni e ma o pese ode ko etubedu oni ya hye ne ma no ho nyina package ato ko ya ne package dia ma kama ye be kwa kodu so na enseye Ghana Post eno no wias be bia pese o sede ne ma adiko bia Ghana aduane bia onua bi kwa do bayere pa bia mekai adwira bayere na ne kwa do fa bi ko ne fa nkoma no WhatsApp am 0542 527 004 0542 527 004. Ghana Post was secured smart deliveries. Sansuna St. Andrews College of Health here was Asimfosu. As me count also who unya D7 G8 and now F9 ya still person ye nurse na mo abamu. Unya kra so betwe remedy abiem. Wo de bra. Obema 2 years healthcare certificate program entity. Uwi anu akọ level 200 etimi akọ ye BSc in public health nursing. Etu de bra inform no nya ye bia mo abamu mo enkonko spendis ka bia media bia ofabra na de yentetew ekwan pa so ya nurse adwuma no betima ka cho nurse adwuma no eyofre enye se minim eyefre efro asam ko se nipa ho adwuma ti ya mfre wa ontimi enye from 0546 212 637 0546 212 637 and 0242 863 658 0242 863 652. St. Andrews College of Health. We have passion for quality health care. Kingdom and so any Kingdom for aquacofa a year in pa at the abedjaso. Say a year Kingdom garlic bitters, Kingdom garlic capsules, tremendous capsules, Kingdom a memma edu papa ebom New Kingdom ginseng power capsules ebia. Mr. Mekama Kenya de. Yade bia tetu bia alko Kingdom for akachia obenya ayasa. Enka kana say from na efa nkremunye. Etedropa medi mi akamfo de ama oye pa sese e kasai eye New Kingdom ginseng power capsules. Emema ne de eno no. Ena afe Kingdom garlic bitters. Ene ne capsules no. Onu mo e boost immune system na aboa akodi eti ahodo bia eba ne padwedem. Fresh 0536 149961 0536 149961 now 0303 939 987 Kingdom or say no challenger. The former national youth organizer, former national organizer, now CEO,
former deputy communication.
From I need now so on. And the kind of could be answered.
You know the Afan. I can say no, they're not one and now cover streets. As a former Nados. It is a former baby now fans and a coffee. Former youth organizer, former organizer, former baby. Let's say fans. I there's a fans now baby. Okay, you also pray. Masho Jakunya, Ewo, not about 2 pesos in the eastern region. Na and Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, the campaign team, no, is Udimutin to me. I think Mokomo Prime is now a campaign manager for Bawumia. Okay.
Okay.
They say no, the Majuma be in November.
Oh, okay.
Because they say me was my parliamentary candidate. And you know, you yourself, you need management. And also, you need to compare management of another. They say me the money.
Sorry,
Boko agazi.
The two catch.
So media me better here one pebia. Say ubie jano na ope solution. Meboa.
Yeah.
Ebia na say no abaku bia wo ye no wanya ho response. And they say radio and TV is to educate, inform and entertain.
Yeah.
And nina no nya ho fa so so. It's where them me here. You say dagomba fobu baby. O say so nya ye no ankai wa e mo abunfu. Da kra bia mu na mu pie badwam a e bia na ne no de eduhwam o de agu ne ho no mu na mu pie be ka say mo ho aye hwam ye nka ne ho.
Okay.
Ti me hu se mini aye kama na wo TV so I said dan kwa me bia me se me hia. Nti am de say na me hia.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia come on wa.
I'm not cry.
So a bold vision and a bold step.
both solutions. As for the challenges now, na mama fa we fidie so ma omo hwe yen ebia oya ade nti otie yen me ma omo nyina afishapa afi na me ma mo fidie so na mabe so de hu bi yan se me de nchi akese be ma the leader of the New Patriotic Party efi ne honom e de abrega na phone na ene NPP ekuo ema Ghana phone na ema mo afishapa eno me say the beginning of a conversation.
Okay.
Dr. Baumia yet to obey 3 months ago. Na onoemu no so decided say obeto na boase na wanwe nsem no ne dana koma so ne wabɔ ho mpae. No de nani ehu, no de nani edi akire. Sebe womo ba aban mu one ne boss, ne womo beto ye. It's been a 3-step approach and a journey. Okay. What they inherited, the challenges they faced along the line, and the solutions for the future.
Okay.
It's a 3-leg in here. Nyombeto ye no sebe na ya renam na mana to dompe. Nia omdi omani behu ye na Ghana was in a very difficult state. Eba yesika sem ho ntoto ye. Na niema ye nyare so ye ntiapo. Na esansa kwada na ne ahokyere ntino NPP ba ye no right from the word go no na see ye de ho eba for ye etoto niema esoso ma oman. The NPP's beautiful days, my kind of beautiful days, the year 2017, 2018, 2019, and just beginning 2020.
Okay.
You almost see a buyer no na a buyer no at the Ghana Choir MF there. You buyer no na Sabia Juma Sem Ewo form. You buyer so na a dready home common on Ewo form. But the Amaya Bemumu. Yes, Shaniama Bibrase, a more industrialization drive. I confess a mensi we baby in human kakra ewo. Suku semne a honda rubo emia kofa the single biggest government intervention in the educational sector, if free SHSE a buy, in the midst of the difficulties. Yes, so at waso a making sure say your health care sector, your health insurance, be jinan and nasubio. Na obekaya na eda Akufo-Addo akoma so was also education pa. Oma President John Ajekun Akufo-Addo emofra ye wo under the free maternal care. Yeah. So amofra no na Akufo-Addo abreso almost 30 years HS. Now it shows that anytime the MPP is in government, they always look into the future. Tikesi abo adwen John Ajekun Akufo-Addo free maternal care by any health insurance kofo antiase. So the biggest beneficiary now is Ghana for no. They benefited under the free SHS. And then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so aba. Na so betwani and the boss so ya. So boom kompon konechi where they started the journey. From 2020, mid 2020, Iwiasi now was on its knees. Na Ghana was no exception. Yeah. And no credit. Who said we were in extraordinary times. They said now sorry cry ye tumu. Tobekaya. You see, I feel baby, yes, and sorry, cry, be share just 25 ni 50. We share with Niampo cry or Kwanswa. Moye no more. Just a mother my bacho on the chair. If you be crying, try and share, and Upokra demonstrators said we were not in normal times. And now we share baby did be near tomb. Schools were locked down. Ocean Street is so and na yemukoko namely ha. Car crime Chemukran won't be. And they know no more central for crime near Tia and number ball station is why Naja the Achichi near their burial. So all these things and demonstrators said the world was not at peace with itself. Millions say we. But Abai needed to make a choice. Either say we choose economy and I bet you see human beings. Nations had to make that choices. America, Donald Trump made a choice, economic decision. So no be prioritize the economy. It led to almost 2 million Americans dying. Baby to say Spain, Italy. Edu baby prime minister say nyeso mu ye na no maye. But ne do na tunyame. Doctors had to make a choice who to live, who to die. But ni name no aban we said say Yeah, dear, let's prioritize the human being. It came at a cost, and it came with a cost. Inti akwasi, yeah, dear, no nemua na nyamencha dear, yari echo form. Opening se ship mpokra na de niema ba ebe ka Ghana poso a just say 2 weeks. You see bi ana mo bi aba ho. Ti see a train na ni na no added to the cost of niema na yedi. Ye import say mpokra no edu ba bi kra na atum na ye na chese ne wo krom nkwa na betimi adi. The Ghanaian people faced extraordinary moment. Panyamencha de aban we de emu akukudro kakra ene no se ne hye mpaase bia na ye Ghana de no yenyi ni mfa moaye ho na ye survival. After 2020 Ghana for hu ye mobo me san atena konya kese so. 2021 was another difficult year and Omicron na buy another variant of the virus.
Yeah.
And also kwasa be bata the world's economy. Ye fimu apie so na 2022 na the global supply chain. Russia so any omontoko ye wo Eastern Europe. Enya no pokra na nipa kra bebre nim say wheat ni nuaba bebre na edi na if Ukraine. And also completely affected the world's economy. And after 2023 as we said the etikushim. Into 2020, 2021, 2022 were difficult year for the world. Ubekaya, there was a point in 2022 and year 2023. The city, Moamu station, Adom, Yenyo Chinyadwa, Joy, Asampa, Anopa, a year and they city na do 15 to $1. Okwada say do 17. Yes, I do 18. Masa. Afa du baby na nipa ne ho se ye ko se ye ba. And then over here, you see kasem no the economy is rebounding. Okay. The economy na air recover in kakra. Now the cost of food prices inflation. Now you 54% a year ago. And the inflation you're down to 23%. Just say na niema bo cost run 10 no.
Yeah.
To say stabilizing. Intino baby yasa babedu. Now Dr. Bawumia's next step or the Ghana's next chapter no the bold solutions are as they take it into the future.
Okay.
Into what is he proposing? See BB to say in tax CB or say or no about the electronic sector, electronic transaction, about mobile money and the sane manual. See the levy on electronic transaction.
That's e-levy.
That's right. The e-levy was introduced to solve a particular problem.
Okay.
Where we are going to now, no, ye fisa situation anymore. Then the bold solution for the future is here.
Aremibo, wait for me. Now say Dr. Bawumia here e-levy ne free no. It is because say a buy man who timelines be for its implementation. Sa timeline no yaso. And you facing it out maybe.
So his thinking is that
okay.
You take decisions because of the situation you are in.
Yeah.
But here the e-levy when it was brought first, now 1.7.
Yeah.
Nabo. And a buying about 1.5. And the following year, a buying Sammi in about 1.
Yeah.
Into the next chapter of it, we believe say it has served this purpose. Now a buying needed to also mobilize revenue kakra to also show up the economy.
Okay.
At that time.
And
he believes say the economy air recover there. We also do not have to still press taxpayer no with our electronic transaction. We can look elsewhere and mobilize enough taxes. Into one of these solutions is bringing they say, "Oma tax here friendly. No amananye bebregu nipa ne so a. Nipa no ho be hen no. Private sector no betimi expand. They can be able to contribute more in terms of revenue to support the nation."
Sammi Mr. Ebia, only Dr. Bawumia born to prior to presidential primary Sammi. What was the official position of the vice president? Time or buying by said we implementing e-levy.
Now, since I know, the propagandists have gone overdrive. If you look at the family upon Chroma, so Bahobia was part, but could just Obiang tell me where could you said it? The other commercial. But Dr. Bawumia cannot also say,
okay,
and let me state for the record, say, Ninuanumna at cabinet level.
Okay.
Or cabinet, maybe our express opinion.
Yeah.
Will be disagree. obi agree, obi disagree. Mampani ni kra govern. At the end of the day, no, naban.
Okay.
Mampani so onu beti obi advice. Okay. Ono so no take say about adwen the koda yemu a. Ono so be hania ebia or pick that marble at the right time. E betimi aboa ono so amemo. Okay. If you ask me of his official position, Vice President's official position at that time was to support his government. Okay.
Was the cabinet position?
The cabinet position, you may have your own ideas or
but the decision of cabinet.
Once it's a decision, a principle of cabinet responsibility.
Okay, so now, share 2023, you live in my about 1 billion Ghana cedis. Says Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, we know by 2024, like you said, because from 2022, it was around 800 million Ghana cedis. Yes. And it around 1 billion in 2023. So we expect to say 2024, around 2 billion Ghana cedis. Roughly. Dr. Bawumia, how will he fill in that gap?
Okay. He's proposing other solutions in other sectors. Okay. If we now, let's say 2 billion, then you look at your mining sector with a potential of over $1 trillion. Okay. And when you can mobilize enough revenue to show up with what you have even lost.
Miners no complain that though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Except the solutions you are bringing. Yeah. So first of all, miners, instead of show excavators, have a scheme for them where there is a no-go area so be mining or near the water body. Miners, you register on mining Ghana. Let's make sure see a decentralizing minerals commission. Minerals commission and what presence in all the mining districts.
And then sir?
No. No.
Minerals commission and only centers in the regions.
In the regions, Omni district.
Okay.
Then offshore environmental protection agency. EPA should also have presence in all the mining districts. Okay. Then you can have a district implementation team. They then also focus in the reclamation and at the replanting and as a reforestation exercise. Now these miners, once you're able to register them, have a scheme for them for their insurance. They feel almost like you're also buying the gold.
Which of the miners now can your large scale or small scale
miners? Small scale miners.
And
at the large scale miners, you also have to look at the Bible to say the exploration. Sir, buying a year the two of my saying license near the any fees near the you also have a look at it and also reform it. Okay. No year, no so if you want. Then what you do is that no more produce, Ghana becomes the first you want the first right to buy. Okay. Inti God be now we gather Russia. In face of the extreme pressure they to our economy. The Russian economy has not suffered significant damage because our economy is backed with gold. Inti now if the sanctions and all that, the same as Iran. Iran say one of the countries almost took gold past what we are saying. Into the problems, then the economic embargo, the sanctions, on my economy and the currency. Time beyond on the shock, and the minerals. Okay. Into that is what into the Vice President solutions now proposing in Boa, MEF, PMMC, Central Bank. Okay. They become the first options on the Ghana gold. Into then, if you have MEF, I talk and also gold no any PMMC now. Then they can also look at the option of continuing with the gold for oil. Okay. Nti sao sikana de bia no nane from cedis to dollar. Doesn't happen. You are using your gold to trade and barter and get still our crude and fuel. Because say sikana sa cedis are the dollar and bia na de craft pharmaceuticals. Yeah. Nti the creative ways and this President Kufuor said something. Say nya man you some penny here. But baby, do now, no. We are not in a good situation as a world, and as we are suffering now, they are transitioning from an economy where I've suffered damage across the world. Who feel more about? You need to have people who have ideas. Okay. Criticizing it is not enough. There's no way in the world that you erect a monument in honor of critics. Okay. But you erect a monument in honor of achievers. If Ghana wants to move to its next step, the bold solutions that Vice President is proposing said, let's look at what we can do in the economic sector. Near businesses, Sadia now every day we can generate in office. And a biobukum. Tinipano, only kumayare, crano kunya kumayare. Or say he believes that we should have a friendly approach towards the private sector and towards businesses. So nipa ya audit books mo ya audit once in every 5 years. Unless I say what the BBC abayin.
Okay.
Ni ababe audit ni on say akwesi ade edwa we did this year 1,000. Why should I record 200? And no sadie, then when you know correct.
Yeah.
So that would be the only reason I best back be to audit you. But now, we be a bookum, be a than a council. We don't need to come that same year. That's an answer. Businesses no tata.
But was there not a raise in tier GRA Ecofast I shared it by?
No.
Because we know our market, especially the informal sector.
That's right.
A quayaman for fast maneuver or way of not paying tax. Ujani panitum 5 good years, sir. How will you expect GRA so to meet the target?
And said that they said no GRA ni panem conquer now. Vice President Bamia is proposing say you need to make it faceless.
Okay.
Because the nipa na bana was so about the town. Oba he books. Wabano ebi mpokra na sabe wanimu na nya nefe. Ebi ono wo no mpo asem.
Okay.
Inti na dwuma bia wo ye bia odene ni sound.
Okay.
Inti ade no kra na eye form pokra na ebia when one say 8. But once it's an electronic system, I'm not seeing you, you are not seeing me. The requirements, yes, Fabra, maybe on you to file it, you are filed it.
Okay.
And it will also eliminate deals. And then you can for cut it. Some about my audit books, 100,000. Then we can 20,000 cities. A bar, I'm going to find Shabby let you have 40. Not just say, even the government then loses out.
Yeah.
But when you have a situation where I don't need to know you, we don't have to be friends for you to audit me. Me majuma me ye na mabu ho akonta. Aban so ahwe. Eno kwa ma no no that's what they do. Nkrofo nkotan nkrofo offices here ba bibie nkrofo books.
Okay.
And an upokran it gives wrong signals to customers and the clients. Because what we big supermarket, if you have a better idea, once say you packaging cars. Upokran will say, I don't nkrofo mu di bad bi na wo ha na. See that kind of business-friendly approach, and then our faces on share the issues at the port, where we are moving more towards a faceless system.
Okay.
I don't know Bebwa and also the benchmark value. They say we are Ghana's port now. We Togo porter. Togo are busy, SNO, because of the high duties near the Adeno.
Yeah.
So if you want to remain competitive, because where you get the taxes,
okay. Niemana ye babeton.
Niemana ye babeton.
Okay.
But nipano, o man ye difficult about the remo. Don't go fast short side. Kwaku right be our neighboring country.
Okay.
Not the firm with the remaba. Then you end up also losing revenue at the port and revenue.
You be free porter now.
Oh no, I'm not sure that was what he said. But making sure that we remain competitive in the sub-region. Because, so if you look at the import duties. And the charges and the cost of doing business at the port. Now they compare Nisi or Togo. And no be a bit me a castle cano or they are confirmed through Togo.
Yeah.
And not in da.
Yeah.
They are fat through Togo. Ivory Coast, I mean trying to say they are fat through Ivory Coast. But Togo there, any Benin. Yeah, they are fat through Togo. Yeah, they are fat through Benin. So then what you lose is that when we're creating an economic activity for the people in Togo.
Okay.
And now, on the end of the retail.
Who lose it because of high taxes?
High taxes.
There were about 22 taxes were your port.
Yes.
Saying that Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud.
We have begun the conversation. Mind you, yesterday what he gave, the highlights of his vision.
Oh, okay.
And now we have the manifesto team will also put together.
Okay.
By engaging the various stakeholders.
Okay.
What he has done is, per his analysis, the consultations is done. But now if you want to drill down to the nitty-gritty, that involves that complete and comprehensive manifesto.
Okay.
That is our set of programs.
But COVID levy,
many of the levies will go.
COVID levy.
Many of the levies will go. That is what I can say. Because if you want no more now, no. If you understand what I catch us, if to say emission tax.
Yeah.
We believe that in 2025, an NPP administration will not have emission tax. Buying even now is even reconsidering. Because, look, first of all, the idea may sound very good.
Okay.
And I do not fault the proponent of the idea. And even government's desire, say, look, for a clean environment, any other. But there will be practical challenges in the implementation.
Are they?
First of all, cars about Kruma about 100,000 vehicles every year through the port. And no be 80,000 beyond 10 years.
Yeah.
So meaning that already, emission, now, you want to move towards electric.
Okay.
How many of the electric vehicles do you have? And how many of the charging ports? Because electric vehicles, any petrol need diesel, a charger. So do ports there should be charging port. So if the charging ports are not there, there cannot be electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And I'll say,
sure.
Me fin crank kumasi. And you say, baby, I 2-3 stops. Make me do what but they are shame, na charge kakra na me de call. So once it's not there, that means definitely every vehicle now will be liable for an emission tax. And again, necessary no. I find some almost electric vehicle.
Okay.
Maybe everyone say being a 50.
Yeah.
Pokra na Ghana. Almost are they going to pay emission tax?
Almost muntia.
Some muntia.
Almost munka ho.
Aha.
So the emission here for further cars.
But that wasn't what the policy said.
Okay.
The policy says emission tax for vehicles.
Yeah.
And the categories on the amount saloon car.
Yeah.
This, that. And what is the data on even electric vehicles?
But for now, abandoning him say electric car and edge more Ghana because it need even charging port.
That's the
so said it's oh yes sir calculation. Won't mean for electric vehicles and meka fuel vehicles.
But also what catch us as electric vehicle for some of them won't you?
Because make us so but for now. Omono uko kraba uko charging way.
So that is what I'm saying.
In the first place, uko kraba.
Currently now,
yeah.
See, the idea is good.
Okay.
But this implementation, you face challenges. And that is why I believe the and especially in this circumstance, okay. And Todebia, and then fattening nano, as soon as
Some we a former national organizer of the new patriotic party. Who can be a penny so until na motnasia ma we nyina bunka fa ase koyesi na mana koyese ye kwa abatu so ntino MPP said that penti picture be say ye dear.
For instance, me have spoken about it to say the tax on lottery, on wins, measurement.
Okay.
The policy was the law was passed and some ye be engaged GNLA. Yes. It's when you have such a situation, after Parliament, then the NLA rise to your ministry.
Okay.
So, I see a discussion here. We live in a sector, 45% of our base, are captured by the illegal lotto operators.
Okay.
The majority by just 55%. Yeah. 55% NLA is owned by government. And a lottery a voluntary tax.
Yeah.
That's the only tax. That's voluntary tax. Now, we are in a process with swoops, and some tax tips, and then swoop, trying to rope in the illegals.
Banker to banker.
Create a system where you don't have share net, then regulate the activities, because the Supreme Court's decision is to accommodate you within our act.
Okay.
Now you supervise them and regulate them. So that we also economically almost have a common.
Yeah.
Kujame nchese kusame.
Sure.
But some of them are more activities. Some person musaya. So you can get to a place. Akwesinipa never be a lottery company, the kiosk and a company. NLA nimno.
Yeah.
Every day ojin kofosika or pirating on NLA's numbers.
Yeah.
Then, when there's a big win against him, will be Edino Sabi, 1 million.
Yeah.
No, we're closing shop. Now we're fee at that. Now, for could be a new shop, no, Sessia Sarenso. That's Sarenso, they be a munimono.
Yeah.
So, when I feel the horses, no,
Okojium.
Until we are, I feel a year, bread, Tinisio Teso, trying to get these people into the boat. And the interesting aspect is that Ube reachables and I'm pretty fortunate. Oh, influential people in society. Some of the people who do this illegal lotto operations, they bring influential people. Both sides of the political divide. And you have TV so bet now.
Yeah.
Into the watching the panel. I've been here for my debia grantua. In the end, we are in the process of roping these people in. The other difficulty you are facing is that they are using paper to write. NLS operations, so 20% now online.
Okay.
Near my KGL, your partner, and not even the 20%, what we get is around 100 million cedis a year. Then the 80% should be able to give me more.
Sure.
And I'm
over 100 million.
Over about 400.
Yeah.
But that is not the case because say you are leaking in the informal sector because people are not they churn. You are not able to track it. So now what chance all the 10% add to the wins as well. Maybe because I am a known quantity and entity. Only me. Now bet me about because means you had the 10% on Niakwesi Edi,
Yeah.
But you wouldn't nene. And then you know the paper or no share or boise or she say you cannot. Into our discussion with even the Ministry of Finance and that of even GRA last year, Barnes, Mama, and I young gadan for Pui GRA for actually beginning of the year. Some movie Pusagrawama and early. Some of JJ, me who even where to start. I don't know about you, GRA. I don't even know where. Beginning of the year, yes, one just what Commissioner General actually me letter. Says failure at Selbeji General. Because jail. Miss Wadian, me where me start a class. And there's a boy says, I don't know the bomb crack the 240B. But even if we had wanted to even manage this situation, my thinking was that when you have a win, let's say a threshold of say anything above say 30,000.
Okay.
Yeah, we are charging you 10% wins on it.
Then how many?
That is fair.
You go forcing the 30,000.
Oh. Masa, if you more the CC or more buildings, but many partner on already 240.
Okay.
Tell us how do you know that will be full for a while or no engine.
Yeah.
Now for the no, or the aqua. So, BB to say ECG, the tax on it. The CEO himself, but now one of more sister station, say on no anything on how the implementation of it. So what we are saying is that once there's more consultation between us and Parliament.
Okay.
Because me no nya ko pass we anywhere me na me ko implement it.
Sure.
But in the process what they ko pass that laws no je sabe ye na ye ko pass no so no ya dwenchire ni bi. Okay. Then we can also give you some feedback. Okay. So these both solutions are Dr. Bamiansa three of them. I will say one, taxes on electronic transaction. Okay. Will be EFU. Emissions levy. That's the emissions levy. Yeah. As will be and also the tax on gambling, lottery, and betting. Now, to lottery, mutual. Say you were able to take out lottery out. No. Hey, move fight here now. Last year, I'm passing in July, no. Yeah. And on my analysis, on my 6 months. Okay. See at the end, but gaming fund they almost saw more, almost 60. Yes, because of the online transactions. Now. Yeah, no there. On my within the 6 months, no more discussion. Any GRA, any finance ministry, any GRA, let us any patrol baby, cobra. Because there will be practical challenges. And the NLA pay our act. Near generating. Yeah. We are supposed to also take some to support government business. Okay. And also pay into consolidated. You will see the be good courses. Ubu our core who him. Ubi or ye janka. Ubu on more koye surgery. Ubi on my you are a brilliant but needy student. Yeah. Ubi on my say because you act on mark 722. Or say a lottery to support the less privileged. Yeah. The orphans. Okay. The destitute. The physically and the mentally challenge. Yeah. Na yabuawomo. And that is what the act defines as good causes. Okay. It's profit we don't spend it on ourselves. You need to we as staff and the management. If you are buying program, we say you start. We supported. Oh, okay. 2 years ago, 10 million. Last year, the same. Aside that, boreholes, toilet facilities across the country. Your profit will be an idea. To say no, near profit idea no. Mosade, what's like I said, 10%. Ebeto Nipano, I know me track when your profit. So some you want to see Bonnie. It looks as if say some of the a shape or the ebano part minimum peniphobu or challenge. It be as a one consultation, Papa be a crash down coso.
before see be rule out some of the
maybe I can't speak for the rest, but I can speak. No, I can't speak for the rest, but I can speak in the specific relation to the set tax on the lottery.
Okay.
Yeah, gambling and the betting. We were consulted after it has Parliament been passed.
As a former youth organizer,
Commander Wadaroma,
and young one was saying, "Yeah, catch say, a failure, national service, and yet compulsory under the leadership of Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Bawumia, NPP-led government."
Oh, first of all, you see, you need to assess the national service. We're celebrating I think it's over 50 years or so then now.
And the last year will be 50 years.
Its contribution towards the nation's development.
Yeah.
Now, if you say economy, you also have to modify some of the things you do.
Okay.
The businesses, the private sector, and entities are not able to directly employ from the campuses. My requirement is say you should have finished your national service and sana abayama for you to go. This also puts its own strain and burden on government.
Okay.
Whether Nipano kwenye adwuma bi ankokoye straight or not, say aban kutuaneka for 1 year under national service. But they be anasa Nipano, kedwuma ye ankwa kunya no, ko start ye adwuma na anko betime tua even taxes credit aboa.
Instead so ubekwa kutuaneka.
Instead so ubekwa kutuaneka. Also, the private sector now will be able to invest in these young people right from the campuses, train them, make them ready for the job market because they do job hunting.
Because I mean, most of the private sectors will be so complaining about say job experience.
Yes.
Job experience.
So that is why now you intensify your internship programs. The universities, the polytechnics, and the tertiary institutions.
Okay.
So now, government, it requires you not even be government. The institutions, so now you make sure, say, as part of your new restructuring, internship programs, make us a compulsory, but you encourage it. Nipa no swababa be an internship program or 1, 2, or multimedia. The possibility, the propensity to say owie science school no Adom TV bet me afane very high. Because on them why ejuma, we send a production for your ejuma, mo ba homache, mo pon say, we say to why used to that system. To right from school no, mo fan wa high nyedem.
Okay.
But when we at school no, ya tomato Zabzugu primary A. For that whole 1 year. Obey no beba no. I feel na ba be retraining ni biem. Because na adwena e remodeled along
the train one there.
Me find out then back to Adom TV.
Okay.
There has been a gap. But then the internship, why never said the first year, when your internship be 1 month.
Okay.
Your second year, or son, young coupons higher now, the most I'm gonna be 1 month. I don't think said the HR or multimedia no. If we recruit a bad man or two, take that by own son.
Yeah. But say your war, private sector did be so national service for them.
Yes.
For example, multimedia, this CSA, you be sure me say ebeba. So that and no honor. Is it because say kana aban spend national service for no and na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia person o save and as a national service no one say e yade be combine
no. Or say don't make it compulsory. Obi wo hono mo when you an opportunity.
Okay.
An oil company a person training no.
Okay.
After school.
Yeah.
Yes, so the coincidence you want to say your national service.
And here for Abanyuma.
Near for Abanyuma.
Yeah.
Now, Abanyuma you be an recommended.
Yeah.
Of your Petroleum Commission.
Sure.
Any more recommendations to the upstream, the downstream. Any other the training of these people.
Yeah.
Once you are recommending the people to these companies, there are some requirements that they should have met.
Sabe, so kakra me we every say we go game park. Ose boys ni akra to moto. Ba odi e beto. Eti ya share so. Game park na so. E ba isi e. That's how akwa ba bi msem wo ma wini. Wa wini am pa ba. E wi ato over number 6. Akwanya sa ho abetimi asa e wini ebiem. Ba man bo kakra e ba chem say ya bo hotel pani bi etuo. E wo kokroko en importu enche. Yebe call life ni akwakohwe ade property pa ya esie ya mane boni echa e won tuhwe TV ni so a ne yekoso okokroko hotel pani ya boni tuo e wo ehonom na wosenti yebe twa ba echa enche na wa ma details ade property pa nam so ba ya saa etuo no etimi eto sa enti yekoya ebekọ ne akwakodi ewonom so ekọ. Very good morning confirm Mustafa Said electrician ya owo Kumasi ano pe wajibre ya wo hwe nden Kwaku Oware Wasante Mampo. Good morning to you Sammi. Welcome again. Ne bi say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any suade huni eye yina wayi President Kufuado ama president hunu say enhye na odi ebu Ghana no emwa waka no wontie dia. This is the part or no a chat for Ghana free say a bit me abo mai.
First of all, a government is elected to Badwam Mpensenpensemu based on his vision and the programs for the nation.
Okay.
Obi okan hu bia ya aboafo.
Okay.
It's no set of programs will be presented to the nation and no minor sheso near the Atuabama. Dr. Bawumia enyi ne boss of mother.
Okay.
President Kufuor said it yesterday, say the loyalty to the government, the party, and the boss has been extraordinary. She said the boss ideas, the vision, the programs, or the baby. Or no, they beyond the boss when the boss is no longer president. So, Miss me be a driver. Miss Sana be a meeting, me has a mechanic. Okay. To Ghana afford the Nebeton Senieni. He has been a vice president. He has never been president.
But it's a direct opposite policies of the boss. Your kanwa. The boss also amiati say, or you're one of the trusted and Crawford no more etu anamo. So a bayer day say, or boss say, me the ye levy aba and serve a purpose. Now also boss, that's what you now catch and say, Miminya Quenya ebetra Quenya, so ye live now what the by a purpose, me ye free one.
Oh, I know they are no dream. Me no dream if you take that position. Because also the same NPP.
Yeah.
And then my President Kufuor at the buy in Nana buy.
But Kufuor never campaign against the name of President Kufuor.
No. So you are not campaigning against. When you are no near the co-election, your catch was said the programs and policies beyond 2024. Any near the baba.
Okay.
Near to say a woman now, because the circumstances we are in, you needed to mobilize revenue or the electronic tax a buy. They say we are coming out of the woods in Kakaka. So get to a point you lessen the burden on the taxpayer. Where you say Kwadana and also Swefine. So now you are focusing on another sector that can also generate more revenue. Now what they are making up for the losses are will be Lusua.
Dr. Bawumia Nankasa at the beginning of the speech, no Ekai, say he's going to inherit a different Ghana. Yeah, and the boss inherited in 2017.
Yeah.
In 2025,
that's
Obey inherited an IMF-induced economy.
Yes.
The better than Gidio Dr. Bawumia mu say, sa taxes so be ye free one me. And parampa obey me jana so ye for when IMF is sheba.
What IMF is your ability to finance your project.
Okay.
Your ability to finance with debt.
Okay.
And we seek our wajajana equation. If we taxes in BF some areas, as I say, you know, would demobilize your revenue.
Yeah.
You have to be looking at creative solutions and ways would be raising new revenue. A bit of boss even in the mining sector. It will potential of over $1 trillion. But then you can in billion. And secondly, no sense what catch us say private sector no be to say what the cost of running government business. Every institution, agency of state a talkers.
Yeah.
Inti say nipa no obeko pension oboapa toka no de asifie. Also obeko retirement. Tika no newswa but there's a year or 2 years they are writing over 70% of it off. Into new car. But where you know say the cars are not being procured.
Okay.
But the private sector is renting it out to the institutions. The private sector now has the money. Out when your liquidity no. Or no the crackers. We say anya no me for this ministry me supply on cars to rent out.
Yeah.
About maintenance they say obi no enye djuma foforo with the automobile side.
Sure.
About the fueling you are helping another private sector to also grow.
Yeah.
And then also the private sector no also crack cars now but when you a credit line obit me akra more.
Okay.
Bibi to say the cost of photocopying any these equipment even in the government sector. The wasting
Fache mebo na quickly mene oyi akwan echa eni nkumo se medical woman yese etu akasa ewo kokroko se hotel pani bi yabo netu echa wa cha no pai
me meju so question
na almost see a ban say
question ya say me no ka say die me gina malam kokroko na yenya nte yese hotel rabia ne dendi akwasi amankwa dodo na fe ne rasta nipa bonfo bi ekum no enti ye ba ya ye be hwede eko ye ba ye me hu se nipa bebra Badwam Mpemu anu se ya se ye do ka say ya na posifo aba bedru hanu se no manfo chesa homache be 2 am na what say dede bi ekoso ewo hotel de ote ya ne kum eche se enipa na apomo a osusu se eye hotel we kwansini na wo mo a ewo hotel nyina wo shasi se wo pi adwane ma security a wo no na bo hotel no ho ban kura adwane ye enti wo hwe kwansen ka posifo be fa mu na ko ebi a obetimi na kwa ya sabi akwa ma ne ho aba beto na enso wo mo enya ne sa wo to hotel di ma se sie ka sei afi na posifo aba wa ba be bi hotel na wawura mu a wo pa kɔhwɛ ayɛ de obetimi ayɛ enti si egyina ha die nipa bebree wa hanum sɛ ya wo ma bɔ Mpemu an mɛbɔ apini nipa ba ko mienu bi na ɔmo a wɔte next house to the hotel no yɛne wo mo adi nkɔmɔ ne abusa wo mo sa homache no ɛde apote no wɔte ya enti odi Amerika ɛba abɔnten a wotimi ɛfra posifo ma posifo nso ɛba yɛ bɔsu bacho ahomachi edie na wote ye wote ne sɛn
o de biba ni ba many brain ka say o moving the sound right move out
wo mo trese se se wo gina ha die woni abrante ba ko bi ene ejira ha no se edi nkomo na abrante no na ne wo so won ma wote ye se de ekosuni a wono ne ka say if you move I will shoot na ye se sound bi a wo se nipa na oku bi amankwa no ebe ye ya otimi edikum no na papa ye busebusa na fe na ni nia ma kire ye se wadi be se mfie adusi no na se wonya akora na area mu a woti so woni so no obia wa asem ente ye wo mo pa se nipa bonfo bi etimi aba no akasa ni hotel a
okay
ha no sei aba be kono afi na posifo aba nti ye wo bia no ebe hwe kire na ye de aba na so
yeah, that's be brave. Yeah, acquire a chairman bonnet tea free. Kokroko, Aros Mabeto Yanse, Pedipa bi oda hotel no. Nipa bonophobia boyura ne demakobo ne to a place for kuduoti. Yenya emfa emma omo. Sabina or wrap up no. Enti susuya vice president de 2 January, Mampene for the away.
Oh, definitely. On any discuss here.
Oh, yeah, where so
no. President Kufuado. And so definitely on any yejuma. He shared his vision with his boss.
Okay. And
they discussed, say, to me.
Sure.
And he said, me ni honom na be mampenia also then dawa komaso. I can confidently tell you, say, he shared his vision with his boss. He shared even his vision on the taxes and the speech. I can tell you, he shared it with even the president and the key team in government. The finance minister was aware of Dr. Baumia's position and also his speech as well, and his new solutions he will be proposing.
Then any assessments you see we are Dr. Baumia de Bay Boa Ghana pa from 2025.
Ghana bed.
That means President Kufuor is any Ghana food in a year.
President Kufuor Ghana in a year. You see, 2017, 2018, 2019, these were the beautiful days, Mr. Tekan, of what the MPP could do. But Nema Ye needs to control the external factors. And we say this IMF, they keep telling you, say Ghana's problem has been caused primarily by external factors. And only control also. COVID will be to Wuhan, acquire experiment. And I yet to won't feel free. It will need my name. And how do you control it? Ubi at swa a bombardiers, B-52 bombers, and they invade the country, disrupting the global supply food chain. How then do you control it? But as soon as you hear what we have control, we were able to do it. And President Kufuor has been an extraordinary president. In spite of difficulties and the challenges I will face here, he never looked back. And he chose his people over the economy.
And Dr. Baumia tax reliefs no eba as a result say wasusu say by 2025 na at least never go kakra.
Exactly, because the economy is recovering.
Yeah.
If economy by the end of the 2024 projections here no se bibia ma me bom na be before frost and near year 2 year in 2020 and 2021 with this health issues, the pandemics and all army boma. We believe that it will be a fertile time for Ghana to open this new chapter.
Then it means say Dr. Bawumia Krenya Kwenya ye Mampeni 2024 year. Some of the tax reliefs in me aye.
Patronya de nya ho akwenya.
Oh, see the
No. President Kufuor will finish his term on the midnight of the 6th of January.
Okay.
Into the 7th January 2025 now okay. But minim say onya ho akwenya ye fetu nto aban. And MPP so yes sign president ye dono. And a Ghana force one man mandate ebe and the January 7th.
Dr. Bawumia, so what the 50 ministers plus deputies and
we believe so.
Ministries ben or become boom because President Kufuor be able to ministers are doing.
I believe so. You know, President Kufuor, his view was that a Jumanana a war on a son. You buy and the states that we were in, we needed to also break down our nation structures for us to be able to manage it well. Dr. Bawumia believes that this is our restructuring, and after having that holistic view of how the machinery has worked, he believes that in 2025 we can go back to a typical Conservative Party strategy of a lean government. And we believe that 50 ministers and deputies now, I think it will be a lean government.
Is it feasible?
It's feasible.
Ministries been working boom.
You're asking me to go into our manifesto, because we're ensuring you. I don't know once the committee is done.
But before
if no, we program in and but I can't speak on a policy document that has not been launched.
So certainly are going to be
definitely there will be measure of ministries, and they definitely, and some will also have to go.
Yeah, 3 deputy ministers.
I do not foresee that. I do not foresee that.
What you say Ghana for Bawumia?
Oh, Mijidi, the man spoke from his bowels. Mijidi, you see, say one kwana woka wo dia e different. But say Ghana for ni tie no mo hwe baby wo kasa na say ne papa yi ken e ade o mini a wutimi. E ade a omoboapa e ye yiso atum. But I think the Ghanaian people have confidence in him. And they love him. They love him.
And people supporters na make.
Oh, make Ghana for
more across board.
The choice, Theo, choice that I in 2024, between the past and the future, between a former president and a vice president.
Oh, okay.
The former president, don't know to me a Dimu.
First half.
No, we're Dimu assembly member, we're Dimu member of parliament, we're Dimu deputy minister, we're Dimu minister, we're Dimu vice president, we're Dimu president. We nyane sonne ne de any to make a question in same as vice president. Now we're outlining the way to media with how are you formalizing your economy. Now we're the contribution towards digitalizing our sectors. And then removing the barriers of corruption.
Okay.
Odi to me as president, I say unya obey your catcher ni awayi bida.
Okay.
No wujide kase Ghana for the netun any. Na omu chusu no say ono so mra na ehwe ni obetimi aya. I believe he will not disappoint.
Enye nada be na people for that Ghana for making look as if say Bawumia create a certain vision out of President Kufuor. It's a different man altogether, but onye embedded to
ye na yeti enkofako.
Okay.
Eniti na ewiase Nyankopon ma obi a niti enenenai. Na nke na ti bomba ko anka you see a world where 1,000 people tickets here back of 1,000 annual boom and then 9 years. But once you are able to also on your own, would suit me BB. And look, an interesting thing is the man wrote every line of his speech. Yes. Dr. Bawumia wrote every line of the speech. Nobody wrote the speech for him. Every line. This is a speech that he has been on for the last 3 months. Every line. And in Nano, he consults his bed, consults ideas, how I want to feel like if you're freight forwarders, if you're importers, if you're businessmen, if you're students, if you're say, then we're putting it now together. So this then forms the basis of Mesosono.
What is MPP be losing free apathy?
Oh, that's why we are re-energizing the base of our party. And first, now for boy and so boy say NPP there. Omuni mame move, but omuni elections winning.
Okay.
2016, we won elections against all odds. 2020, we won elections against all odds. If we go so to them, Nani Panasala and Adrian say NPP the omuni elections winning, you make a mistake. And I will tell you, NPP will win these elections on strategy, and NDC will not understand.
Media questions here. Sammi Awuku, CEO, Edinburgh National Lottery Authority, parliamentary candidate, Emma NPP, Amayoko, work your pay. Not. Yami had more channel, you say, yes, Macram.
That's it.